Before this review starts, I just wanted to thank you to anyone who's watching, to anyone who decided to stumble upon this video and subscribe or just like this video for what it is. Now, this is my first ever gaming review in my life. This is the first game I've actually played and reviewed afterwards after I've played it. So thank you very much. This will be probably a total mess. I mean, my room is a total mess and everything is a total mess, even I'm a total mess. So this will be a mess of a review, oh my fucking god. But anyways, this is the first review of my gaming series by the letters. It's on the game Age of Mythology. This is an old game. I'll explain it, why this review will be on an older game and why I'm doing older and newer games, but that will be a little bit further into the review. So thank you very much, I hope you enjoyed it, and let's go. Good day, ladies and gents, my name is IcyHelzo and welcome to Age of Mythology game review. This is the first review in my life, a game that I have played, and this is from By the Letters, my new gaming series, so let's just get right into it. Now, this game is a classical strategy, real-time strategy game of the Age of Empires type games that we used to play a lot in the beginning. If you remember Age of Empires 1, 2, then the expansions and everything that came with that, this is just this kind of game. You have your town centers, you have your population, you have your soldiers, and you have your missions. You have different kinds of missions throughout a campaign mode, which you can choose to play, or you can choose to play a random game where you actually advance your population to the next age, It's basically very much taken from the formula that Age of Empires had, with a few improvements, if I must say. The improvements are very nice. They include, first of all, god powers, which your god that you support and the minor gods that you choose to support throughout the next stage give you, as in powers, different upgrades which you can choose. So you have a choice here. You have a choice to choose this god and get these special units, these special upgrades to your soldiers, buildings, etc, etc, or you get to choose the other one who has slightly, not slightly, but different upgrades and different units and will help you in a different way. So you can choose a more battle-like god, or you can choose a more support god that will help your population, will help you defend your town center or on a current mission. Each mission is unique to the point that you do something different every time as the objective, but it probably doesn't have actually a lot of difference when you have to upgrade a town center. You have to upgrade it, you have to build a certain amount of soldiers, attack the other town center, or escort something to the designated location, like a sword or a piece of a god or something. The storyline is very much wrapped around all the gods of the myth books. You start out with the Greek gods, you start out in Atlantis, and your main god is Poseidon. Then you go around to Troy, you participate in the Battle of Troy and help take down Troy with the fucking Trojan horse. And then you move on to the next level, and you continue to pursue this villain that I'm not going to talk about a lot, because if you're interested you might want to experience this game. But on the villain, I would like to say that he's very complex, straightforward, and always plans one step ahead. The storyline goes that he's already planned everything that you're trying to stop a few steps further than you are, so you will never catch him by surprise. The story progresses through the three different kinds of ancient gods, which are the Greek gods. You start with Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, all the ancient gods that you probably know of. Then you move to Egypt when you go with the Egyptian gods, Ra, Osiris, Seth, Hathor. Every single one of them is there, including the minor gods. And then you move to the best part, in my opinion, the Vikings. The Vikings have the best gods ever and the best abilities from the gods ever. They're simply amazing. The Vikings are simply amazing and I love them. I love them. They're huge. Trust me, they're the best race ever. One of the main things in this game is the focus on hero units. Age of Empires and other games had them too, but this time the hero units is very well focused on. They're a lot stronger, they're very good against the myth units that you have in the game, and they can regenerate. They have special powers as well, and basically every time you play a mission you need to be with one of those heroes. You can have actually a mission with only your heroes and nothing more, that you have to survive throughout their efforts alone. You don't have any supporting army, any myth units throughout the almost of the entire map. In addition, this game provides you with a very extended look on how an army should be built, because you cannot just win with numbers here. You have to have special units, you have to have siege units, you have to divide your forces a little bit better to be able to win, or to be able to complete the mission without heavy losses and a lot of expended resources. In other terms, it is similar to the previous installments of the genre of the real-time strategy. It has a lot to take that it took from Age of Empires. You can see the similarities very well, but as for the gameplay, for the graphics, for the storyline, especially the storyline, it's better, 10 times better at least. The storyline is perfectly placed, it's very well written, very well acted, very well voiced, and very well animated. You can see the fluent flow, the good flow of the story throughout the game. Even from the beginning, the story is amazing, the cinematics are great, the freaking opening cinematic is just amazing, and you can see it everywhere. You can just type it on YouTube and just watch the cinematics. I got hyped ever since I was like 14. The game was already out for 2 years when I first played it. I played it in 2004. It was released in 2002, I think, yes. And it was one of the best games of the time. I've spent countless hours as a kid playing it, and that's why I decided that this should be my first game of the series, because it brings back so much, so many memories, so many hours, so many frustrating moments that I had just because I hadn't placed my strategy well, especially on one mission that you had to escort a piece of an Egyptian god back to your city, and you were always met at the center, and I couldn't complete the mission for months just because I was counting on heavy units, on units with a lot of hit points and slow mobility to protect me, but they had fast units and it just circled around and basically outwitted me on. It was a grooving experience, but it was an amazing experience, and this game just provides you with that experience that you're seeking. It's interesting, it's engaging, it's amazing story, is very complete, and it also provides you with a lot of pastime. If you're not that into a good graphics game that's pretty new, you're ready to overlook a few glitches here and there that this game has, then you're gonna have an amazing time. And I'm sure a lot of people have played Age of Mythology before but just forgot it because of the new games. That's it. What I want to do in this series, and this is the opportunity that I will get to explain a little bit about my gaming series while this review is on. What I'm going to do is not separate new from old games. Every letter we have, in my opinion, the best games. In my view, it could be a whole letter with old games, it could be a whole letter with indie games or new AAA games. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I will be showing you games that are good for me and that have had a positive effect on the gaming industry. I have had positive remarks all over throughout the years, and I'm going to do this because I want to focus on the good games. I want to bring people's attention to the good games. I want to basically show what works and what has worked before, and hopefully if game developers start looking at these videos, these kind of videos that show what good content was back in the day and what it is today, they're probably going to figure something out to release better games, because honestly we have had some pretty shitty games in the last few years. I'm talking about shitty AAA games that should have been amazing games, that should have been the best games. However, no, they're not, just because the developers forgot themselves, or they just they wanted to do a quick cash in. So I want to change that. I want to show what games were when people had a little bit more care in their hearts to develop a good game. So this is one of the games. This is one of those games. Age of Mythology is one of those games that shows you can do something very good with what you have at the moment. You can have an amazing story, you can have an amazing gameplay, you can have an amazing time playing this game, and I recommend this game even now. This is 2017, and I recommend this game for everyone who likes playing strategy games, because here you can have a lot of fun. You can have whole armies just made out of myth units. You have only human armies. You can have siege armies with myth units that are fast and shoot arrows. Amazing. You have a lot of flexibility here, and it's amazing. It's fun to do. It's fun to decimate your enemies, as you have seen in my videos. The second video that it was a full hour gameplay just of me playing one single mission. Why? Because I wanted to build a fucking strong army and I wanted to fucking decimate Troy, and it was amazing time. I had a lot of fun. I rarely play so long without any break, but this 1 hour was the most amazing thing that I've done in a while. But anyways, this was my review on Age of Mythology. This is going to be the ground zero video that I work from upwards, and I'm very open to critique. This is something I need to say. Please, when someone looks at this review and wants to leave a comment, please hit me with the criticism, hit me on what I did wrong, on what I did right, on what I can improve, because I want to get better at this. This is my passion. YouTube has become my passion, my hobby, and what I want to turn into a way of life. If you have any criticism, if you have anything you want to say, please do. Don't think that I'll just bash you or I'll just get offended. Nothing. No, I take criticism very well, so, and I've said it in countless videos already. Thank you very much for watching this. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you want to subscribe. I don't have a specific schedule. Probably tomorrow, Sunday, I'll start a new gaming game with the letter A. I still don't know which game it will be, but it's probably going to be one of my favorites, or at least something that I wanted to play for a long time and I haven't had the chance. So expect the video in the next few days, and thank you very much. Please enjoy your day. See ya. Cheers.